shirt faithful, ready to go. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. May change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Takes a handoff. It's Washington. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Smith dropping to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Washington. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Washington.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play-action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Burr.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you've got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. RPO complete to open the drive. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's McClure. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do it a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick release by the QB. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. They want to throw it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Smith dropping to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Slips through the line. Got a little room. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Right back to the well. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Smith wants to throw. Setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Trying to take it back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Bunch formation for these receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to test the right side with this one. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Trying to do it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll try to run for it. Crosses the 45. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. Going to take a shot on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Smith wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Rush is on him. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. It's caught. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Still on his feet at the 45. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Smith dropping to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Nebraska! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's a touchdown LSU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Wide receiver going in motion. A jet sweep pass. Oh, better look out. There he goes.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Cornhuskers inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. On the move, it's Washington. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short.
Get set, get set.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down. Using the quick game. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss.